Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing a 2024 election prediction. Today I'm going to be doing an election prediction between Mark Robinson and Pete Buttigieg. If you do not know, Mark Robinson is the lieutenant governor of North Carolina. He actually just won his election not too long ago. A few conservatives have brought up the fact that he is kind of similar to Trump with rhetoric. He's also African American, so he has a good appeal, and he's from a toss-up state in North Carolina, so he has a lot of good appeals for the Republicans. I decided to make a video against Pete Buttigieg, somebody also who is considered or is one of the top people considered to be the Democrat nominee in 2024. Before I begin, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are now only 82 subscribers away from 600, so let's try to get to 600 by the end of the day today. No, I'm just kidding. That if we did, that'd be great. So share it with all your friends. But yeah, if we get to 600, that will be an awesome accomplishment as well. So if you've not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Anyway, let's get right into our safe Buttigieg races. I think safe Buttigieg races will be most of the East Coast. He definitely has that East Coast appeal. That West Coast appeal. I also think that he would win the East Coast by some margins, similar margins, but that'll get him to 132, and that's the usual 132 that I give them. States like Oregon will still be likely Buttigieg races. However, when you look at the actual margins, it could narrow up with somebody like Mark Robinson on the ticket. Robinson, I do think, would have a significant black appeal. He won his North Carolina race somewhat by a significant margin, and I think he actually does have that rhetoric that helps inspire people to come out and vote. And he is somebody that I do think a Republican that is smart, somebody that is, politically tactful, somebody that understands how it works. And I do think that will help him in his presidential election. But just against somebody like Pete Buttigieg, who really could be perceived as this white, elite, liberal, who, never really went through any significant struggles in his life. I do think Mark Robinson would actually probably get 20% of the black vote. I do think he could. But anyway, Pete Buttigieg races, those will be the remaining states that were not included in the safe category. Illinois had a Republican senator not too long ago. Also, the state of Colorado will be a likely Buttigieg race. Likely Robinson. It'll be the usual states to get the Republicans up to 219. Florida. Florida has changed significantly over the last few elections. I mean, it used to be a toss-up state to even lean Democrat state when Obama won in 2008. It is now a likely, I would argue, Republican state. DeSantis, I think, could win by over double digits. Rubio possibly could get close or even get double digits against Val Demings when you look at those polls, when you look at the registration numbers. Florida has gone through a significant transformation, and I don't even think that transformation is completely done yet. But Mark Robinson would win there, of course. And there's going to be a few more areas that I do think would be interesting. So Buttigieg would still be able to win New Mexico, Virginia by lean margins, as well as the state of Minnesota, and he would consolidate those northeastern states as well. He does have that northeastern appeal. Robinson, he would be able to win North Carolina by a lean margin, Georgia by a lean margin. He would actually help. I think he could win Georgia by 3 to 4 points, getting that black vote out to support him. He's from the South. He's from North Carolina. That's his area. And he has that appeal, and especially in a state like Georgia, increasing the turnout in Atlanta, I think he definitely could win. I think he'd also win Wisconsin and Pennsylvania by lean margins. I think he does, as I continue to say, have a black appeal that will help at least increase turnout for Republicans. I'm not saying he's going to win a majority of the black vote against Pete Buttigieg. If he did that, he'd win an electoral landslide. But only if he gains Republican support from just, Trump won blacks vote by about 12 points in 2020. If he increases that 12-point victory, or 12-point, not even a victory, 12-point percent to, say, 15, 20%, I think he could reach 20%, he would easily win those Rust Belt races. They would go by lean margins. And I also think that he'd be able to win, actually, I'm going to leave it at that for now. The final states, I think that Pete Buttigieg would be able to win Nebraska second. He somewhat has that suburban appeal, but I do think Robinson would be able to win Michigan, Nevada, and Arizona, getting him to 312 electoral votes. So I do think that Mark Robinson would be a very good candidate, a very strong candidate for the Republicans in 2020 or 2024. If he, given Trump doesn't run, he could have a shot at getting that nomination. Who knows? But I do think he would be a good candidate for them. And definitely somebody they should be looking at in the future. Let me know what you think of him as a candidate in the comments below. What you would have changed in my election prediction, what would you have called differently? Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day.